from Donald Sloan as right now he joins Stephanie Otey.
Well, we were waiting to tell him his stats. He's not quite sure how many threes. It was 9 of 10. 9 of 10, and he had 9 assists. How do you feel, and what was clicking with you tonight?
Just trying to get my legs under me, coming off of a hamstring injury. I told a couple of trainers today, like today was the first morning I woke up and my hamstring didn't feel stiff. So that was the first sign. And the second sign was when I made my first three, I knew it had to be a good game. So. Yeah,
Devin was saying he's going to get 30, he's going to get 30. But then we see Warney doing this motion. Now tell me what that means.
Before I got hurt, I had a couple good games, and that would be my thing. Like anytime I made a great play or, made a shot, I would put the phone up to my ear, and, people say, oh, it's call up. No, it's not call up. It's just call my agent, talk to him, talk to Bernie Lee.
All right, well, you're getting a lot of looks lately and clearly making some big contributions. How does it feel to finally get back in there? You had a little bit of a break with the injury, but you're rolling with it now, definitely vibing.
It feels good. My teammates have been great. They've embraced me through the in and out, coming in to play a game, then being out a week, coming in to play. Like, they've been really great with just dealing with the whole thing. And, I have to give, all the credit to them and the coaches because, they could have gave up on me when I had to be out for a month. They could have done a lot of things. But, the fact that they were still willing to, let me push through because they knew what type of player I was, and it came to life the past couple games. So.
Well, thank you. It was an amazing game, and clearly we got to give you some time to call your agent. And back to you guys.
Well, thanks, Stephanie. Donald Sloan, our power star of the game. So I told you, Sloan, the reigning G League Player of the Week. For more on that, let's go to Stephanie Otey.
I caught up with Sloan on his G League Player of the Week award, and he smiled. He was happy about it, but he said he wants more assists. It's not so much about getting threes. He wants to spread the wealth, and as we've seen, the ball move's definitely improved. And he said, well, when you have a happy wife, you have a happy life. I'll let you guys finish this one. When you have happy teammates, he wasn't quite sure how to rhyme that one, but you get the idea.
You know what? That's a great point, though, especially for someone in Donald Sloan's position.
Well, the Legends have a lot to be proud of this season, and I asked assistant coach Eric Snow, if you could sum up this season in one word, what would it be? And he said, success. They're the only team that's played over 20 players and are finishing above 500. And he says this is a league of opportunity. They can optimize on those chances, and every single game is a showcase. He finished with this equation: hard work plus preparation plus opportunity equals success. And the guys are definitely taking advantage of that this season and heading into playoffs.
Stephanie, excellent report. We appreciate it, and you've done a great job.
So with the Legends, you had a very familiar setting of how their plays are run. Does this give you a little bit of an advantage tonight?
I think so. If I get a chance to get in, I'll see some familiar faces. Playing with Texas Legends, a lot of the talk was about all the Mavs players. So I have a little more knowledge, I guess, in that sense. But, these guys have been playing against Dallas and all these guys for so long in the NBA. Everybody knows each other.
You were quite the trash talker with the Legends. Does that still stand now that you're in the NBA?
No, there's levels to it. And a lot of the time when I was talking trash, because they came at me first. So I had to, stick up for myself almost.
Well, the coaches didn't really give you a hard time about it. They thought it was funny. Now, assistant coach Eric Snow told me he's got his spies here because he's worked with Stotts and CJ. Now, has he kept up with you? Because he says he's keeping tabs on you through his little spies.
Oh, yeah. He probably him and his wife probably text me about 2 or 3 times a month. He said he's going to be here tonight, so it'd be good to see him.
Kyle Collinsworth looks to make a name for himself with these last few games of the season to secure a guaranteed contract for next season. Nicknamed the Triple-Double King in the NCAA during his time with BYU, Kyle credits his transition as a G League player to an NBA player not only from the hard work and versatility, but from visualizing his goals and translating them into practice. That's why the mental preparation is key for him staying ready. And when evaluating the difference between the G League and the NBA, Kyle says it's more than just speed and athleticism. The biggest difference is the IQ level of these players. He says everyone is so smart on the court, and you make one little mistake and they make you pay for it. Kyle, a lot of development this season. Started out with the Texas Legends and now with the Dallas Mavericks. How would you sum up your season as a whole?
I think just from the summer, all the hard work I put in, and then being in a great system with Coach Mack, who puts all of us in a great spot to succeed and, to get call-ups. So I was resilient. I just kept working hard through the ups and downs of the G League, and I got my shot and I took advantage of it.
You were part of a big season for the Texas Legends, and they made it to playoffs. How does it feel to have that contribution, and how you're bringing it to the Dallas Mavericks?
I mean, it was great. I was there the year before where we didn't make the playoffs and we lost more games than we won, so it was cool to see us, flip it around and make the playoffs and those guys, So it just tributes to a lot of hard work from players' standpoint and coaching standpoint, so it was cool to see it all, fold out.
Now, off season's coming up. What are you going to focus on with your time off?
I just keep getting better. I made a huge jump from last year to this year, and I plan to make another huge jump and just working on, every part of my game, so I'm excited for it.
Have a daily routine at all? Anything that you focus on, offensively or anything like that?
Yeah, obviously keep, getting my shot more consistent and keep working on that, keep improving like I did this off season, and then, just improving everything. I want to, I have big goals to be in the NBA, not just be in the NBA, but, do amazing things in the NBA, so I got to keep working and, keep visualizing all the little things that I do. I'll keep doing that and all that stuff.
It should be an interesting offseason for the Dallas Mavericks as they look to build their roster. Make sure you guys check all the latest updates right here at Dallas Sports Fanatic. I'm your host, Stephanie Otey, and I will catch you next time.